Over the last several years, the philosophy called Stoicism grew immensely in its popularity. The timelessness and pragmatic usefulness of this ancient old wisdom are the main reasons why we still keep coming back to the books of Seneca, Epictetus, or Marcus Aurelius. Also, none of this would happen to such an extent without the famous author Ryan Holiday. Although Stoicism is a very effective and highly practical philosophy for our daily lives, there is one hidden danger. The paradox is that this danger lies precisely at the core of what the whole Stoic philosophy is all about: in dealing with emotions. If you study and practice Stoic philosophy for many years, there is a danger that you might kinda overdo it. That's what happened to me after about 5 to 6 years into the Stoicism, and what ultimately also brought me to Nietzsche. I was always of very passionate nature, which sometimes got me into trouble, mainly because I based my decisions on my fleeting emotions rather than on principles of rationality. After several years of reading and daily practicing what I have learned, my behavior and decision making got much more balanced and overall better. I was able to behave more rationally and also stay calm when dealing with different problems. However, somewhere at that 5-year mark, I started feeling like something is missing or just wrong. I had less of overall energy, I had problems kicking myself into higher gear, and most of all, I couldn't feel and experience the good things with such an intensity as I could before. As someone with a creative spirit, this troubled me a lot. I've lost my spark. My feelings became blunt. That same year, I watched for the first time my all-time favorite movie Fight Club and dived deeply into the Nietzsche's philosophy to search for that lost spark. So the biggest danger of Stoicism lies in missing out on that immense potential of energy that your emotions, both negative and positive ones, carry in themselves. Stoicism is an absolute master when it comes to dealing with anxiety or depression, but like any good thing, there can be too much of it. Taken too far, you might experience similar effects like I did: lower drive, decreased energy, or lack of motivation to push through when things get hard. This is not a problem of the Stoic philosophy itself, but rather of unselective and excessive use of it. Sometimes even the emotions have their own meaning. Last but not least, emotional suppression also diminishes your creativity. Now, the importance of creativity depends completely on you. If your creativity is important to you, you should bear in mind that most artists and creatives made their best works drowning in a flood of emotions. The greatest art pieces were made from the deepest sorrow. The strongest and most aesthetic bodies were sculpted while enduring thousands of hours of pain. The strongest personalities, the best characters, went through hell and decided to take the darkness with them and turn it into light. They chose to integrate instead to ignore the emotion. Whether and how much the emotions are important also depends on the kind of work you do. You probably wouldn't like someone very emotional to do your accounting or plan the structure for a bridge in your city. Conversely, a novel from NASA technician wouldn't likely be your first choice. Stoicism is great, but it's even better when complemented with something more stimulating, bold, and adventurous. And that's exactly what Nietzsche's philosophy offers you: a counterbalance. Simplified, Nietzsche's philosophy is very proactive, daring, relentless, even presumptuous. Stoicism, on the other hand, is rather reactive, calm, and even tempered. Both philosophies agree that rationality should guide the emotions, however, each of them has different idea about how this should be done. Stoicism focuses more on keeping your emotions in check. Nietzsche encourages using the emotion to push further. The Stoics play more on the defense. Nietzsche is all-out offense. In conclusion, every emotion is like a battery that can be used to fuel your actions. Read Stoicism, apply it to your life, but don't take it too far. Let Stoicism make your mind calm, not blunt. Even tempered, not lifeless. And whenever you feel down, discouraged, or just not creative, read some Nietzsche or come back to our channel. Because even in dealing with emotions, there are more ways to the top of the mountain. Just before we end, let me ask you one question. Do you prefer emotional ignoration or integration? Comment below and let's discuss. Every comment is much appreciated opener to a new discussion. Thank you so much for watching and see you soon, fellow thinker.